All right, I think we're here. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this last part of our third three-party series on content modeling. Today, we are going to be focusing on bundling books together using SKU relations. With me, I have Bård.
Hello, Derek. How are you
Hello. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. We found it on the internet again.
Found on the internet. This would be a good one. And of course, this is one way of doing bundling that we will show now. We will actually talk about a couple of different ways of doing bundling. But let's do a quick recap of where we, I think, ended it in the last stream. In terms of what we did with the series, which is kind of a bundle, but let's maybe start to take a look at that, and then let's take a look at some of the problems if you take that approach, and see how we can make a more generic and gooder bundle.
Gooder bundle, that's proper.
So, because if you look at what we did model last time, so we had the books, we had the contributors, we had the components on the variants, etc. But we also created a series. And the series, if you go to the Lord of the Rings, is basically the 4 books that is part of this series. This is fine. And we can use this in the front end, of course, to show a buy all books, for example, or a bundle. But there's a couple of problems with this approach. One, we don't have a specific price. Let's say you want a discount. If you buy all 4, you get it for, I don't know, $2.99, whatever the price is. And the other thing is we did create some variants of the books. We had audiobooks, hardcover, ebooks. And if you're going to create a bundle, you're most likely to choose, okay, let me buy the Lord of the Rings, but I want all hardcover, right? And you can discount that versus, let's say, a paperback version of it. So I guess that's the backdrop for what we want to model today. Should we just jump right into it and start by creating a shape for a bundle and see where it takes us?
Let's do it. So once again, here's the shape, so you can see the book. What we want to do now is create a new product shape, because we want the pricing for the different bundles and the variants. So using this, we'll call it a bundle. So what else do we want? We want the relation on the variant story, because each of the variants of the bundle, let's say paperback, hardcover, ebook, stuff like this, should contain the relation to the actual SKU, which is then again have the pricing. Yeah.
But let's add some basic marketing for the bundle also, so that you can have. So we have the product name, of course, but maybe you want to have, I don't know, an extra name or title. Just call it name or title. Yeah, good one. And a description and an image, so that you kind of have a bundled image if you want to Photoshop something, or which is actually something we should have prepared, Didrik.
Yeah, like a fan out of the different books. That would have been good. Let's call it image.
Yep.
Oh, and of course, this is will apply to all the variants, because then again, a variant is a part of a product. So this is like in general.
And also here, if you create this just to save it and switch briefly back to the series, just to compare, because series is a document where we have all the books in the series, but there is no concept of different types, like we talked about. If you want all the books or the paperbacks, or if you want to set the price for it, which is the clue here. So and this is why we're modeling the bundle as a product shape, because that gives us the variants as you described, Didrik.
Exactly. So what we want to do, one specific shape. Here we have a reference to all the variants inside the product, not a specific. Oh, once again, back to the bundle. Let's go to variant story. we added some basic marketing. Now we need to add the logic, which is going to be an item relation. On the item relation, let's just call it
included. I don't know.
Included. It's okay.
Yeah. These are and here's also the trick here, because now we don't want to allow products, so items. We can do the validation there, set it to 0, 0. Which means that you're not allowed to add any product relations, but we want to allow for, and should we set at least one as a validator, that you need one book in a bundle? Logically, it should be two.
Two makes a bundle.
Put that up.
let's add two. Oh, not all, two. Sorry.
And let's just say, let's do some validation. You can only accept books here, because this is a book bundle that we're working with here, just to have some.
Currently, we're working on book bundles. Of course, it could be accessories as well. They could be pencils or whatever, but now we're only going to work with books. So we're going to restrict it to books using the accepted shape. Other than that, just to make this live stream quicker and prettier, we'll add a quick select as well to the fantasy.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Good. So quite a simple shape, right?
Yeah. It's basically just 4 components. We have the relation, and on the product story, we have 3 marketing components. Let's call it that. Title, description, and image. Of course, we will also, for each variant here, have an image, since we are using product. But you might also want to call it a cover.
That's even better name, but yeah.
Cover.
Awesome. And so update that, and let's create a place to store our bundles.
Yeah. I'm thinking folder bundles. Or should we have it under books, maybe?
No, do it outside.
Yeah.
So we have a series and you have bundles, and could be used for, I don't know, separate menu item on your web shop if you want.
You can publish that.
And just one small trick, since we prepared all the imagery. If you go back now to the series there and click on the series and do the Lord of the Rings series, just hover on the cover image.
This one?
Yeah, and then...
I see where you're going. You want me to add it to the Lightbox, because let's reuse this image instead of uploading it again. So this is just connected to the asset organizer in Crystallize. So we have the reference. So we're going to reuse the same image. The same goes for down here, if you would like.
And of course, just imagine that this image is actually a beautiful fan of all the books. Yeah.
Okay. So here, let's. You can see now the Lightbox is going to follow me. Here I have my one image. Let's now create our. Maybe we should just call it Middle Earth bundle.
Okay.
We're gonna take our bundle shape and create that. So you can see we have our product. We also have our title, description, and our cover. Since I have this in my Lightbox, I'm going to use that cover here, and I'm going to clear it. So now we're just reusing the same image. Other than that, we will probably need to add some variants here.
Yeah, let's just fill in some title and description. Just copy the title for now.
Let's do Middle Earth bundle. Follow the people of Middle Earth on.
Proper copy. Should we just reuse the same Hobbit image here, maybe? just to have an image on the variants. And of course, this would be, you would Photoshop something that would be variant specific, or we will just reuse. Now it's just showing off the lightbox, but that's okay.
Yeah.
So if you want to create some variants, in this case, what are we actually looking for? Because now we have a bundle for a series of books, and we have 4 books in the series, and they all come in 4 variants. So let's create a variants which are paperback, hardcover, ebook, and audiobook.
Okay, so the default one, let's say that's going to be the most expensive one. It's going to be paperback or hardcover. So
pro tip is that you can use the nerdy.
Yeah, I just want to show them both.
Okay.
Okay. What kind of type? What kind of attribute is hardcover? Is it type or?
Yeah, type is fine.
Hardcover, like this.
Mm-hmm.
So now we have one type, which is hardcover. So this is one variant.
Mm-hmm.
What we can do then is, you can also see we have the attribute here. We can go here. Let's go to Nerdy View. We get our beautiful table where you can just create multiple rows, which then again will create variants.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then take the add board, or should I just continue?
Go for it. Just add a row.
Go here. Let's, you know what? It's gonna be hardcover bundle.
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna have what's the difference? Ebook.
Paperback maybe first. Paperback bundle.
Let's go paperback.
The order doesn't really matter for this, but we have to discuss something.
Yeah. Here, let's add this. Let's call it paperback. Or say we could also use the variant generator, but today we're doing it the slow way.
we're trying to guide you in that direction, but you refuse, so that's okay. So that's the ebook bundle, and then finally the audiobook bundle. Yeah.
Ebook bundle. Use the same image. We'll call it ebook. Ebook. And we'll add the last one.
And of course, now you're using the main item. There is a big button below there that says add variant, which you can also just click to add a row. Just pro tip number 2.
Preferences.
Yeah. Audiobook. Audio bundle.
Audiobook. Audiobook. Audio bundle. Audiobook bundle.
True.
But we need to specify what kind it is. Audio. We're just going to use our regular SKUs or our generated SKUs at the moment.
Say audiobook. Yeah, good.
Sorry. Okay. Save it. So now, if we go back to Pretty, we are going to... I forgot the image. You know what? Well, that's again. Show off some Lightbox stuff. There we go. But so now we have our 4 variants. Yeah, go, Bo.
No, I was just thinking, because the point here is with the bundle is that you discount when you buy the full bundle. You give it a particular price. And in this case, I don't know, the books are around 30. If you have 4 books, let's discount it at, I don't know. Do 29 for the bundle. It's less than a book. Let's do 99, let's do 79, and then 49 and 29.
Okay.
Audiobooks are super discounted right now.
How much do you want the 49 for the ebook?
Yeah, just to show.
29 for...
Yeah. And the whole point here is that we're now creating 4 variants of this bundle. And we give them a bundle price, depending on which of the variants you would choose. So, but this is just the pricing. We haven't said anything about what's included. So how do we do that?
Then we go into the variant. So what you were saying was, of course, the product story. Now we're on the product variant. So here, on the hardcover bundle, you can see that our SKUs or a variant story has a relation. You can also see that it states that, okay, you have some invalid inputs. That's because we defined it to, you need to at least have minimum of 2 SKUs for this to be a valid bundle. There are now multiple ways to add our products. You can see we have the quick select. So that's going to show all the products inside a specific path. This time, book/fantasy, because that's where we have all our fantasy book. So I get this search. Here we can add, okay, we need at least the Hobbit. Let's start at the beginning of the journey. Here you can see we get all the variants from the Hobbit product, which are paperback, hardcover, ebook, and audiobook. And now we are
nice.
on the hardcover. Thank you, Björn.
And it actually matches the variants that you have now. So that's interesting. Okay, move on.
Move on. So we're just going to pick, of course, hardcover and add that as a SKU relation to our hardcover bundle. And then we're going to do it for each and every one of those.
Hardcover. And of course, you could alternatively also navigate on the left side and just drag and drop the product there. But this is a little bit faster.
It is. So that's what I'm going to do on the next one, just to show.
Yep.
So here we actually have our hardcover bundle. You have all the variants that is hardcover from the different books. So let's publish those. Next up, we have the paperback. Once again, we have some invalid inputs because we haven't added any SKUs. So instead of using the quick select, I'm just going to go into books, fantasy, and I'm going to drag the Hobbit. I'm going to add paperback, Fellowship of the Ring, 2 Towers, paperback, and Return of the King.
Nice.
There we go. So now we have the paperback version. Next up, I'm going to do them all.
Do them all.
Do them all.
One bundle to rule them all. That's
one bundle to rule them all.
Yeah.
So now we're on the ebook. I got that reference board. Let's say I clicked the wrong one. Oh, snap. No, I actually clicked the right one. Here, I accidentally added paperback. Instead of then finding it, maybe navigating it, you can just, okay, I selected the wrong one. This one is the one I needed. 2 Towers, ebook, and Return of the King. Ebook. Here we go. I'll publish those. Validation is all right. And the last one, audiobook. Something wrong here. Audiobook. And of course, this is multi-selective. The bundle was combined of multiple SKUs in here.
Yeah, I mean, you choose how you want to design your bundles. Yeah. But now we just want to make it semantically correct so that we match the variant for audiobooks is containing all the audiobooks for the full series. Yeah.
Exactly.
And of course, you can also, rearrange the ordering there. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Nice. So what do you have now? You have a product, which is a bundle.
Mm-hmm.
If you go back and for each of the bundles for 99, you basically have a relation that defines in this, all of these SKUs are included in the bundle for 99. So it's, of course, is a discounted price, but you have the relation to the specific product variant. Now, for books, this totally makes sense. But do we have some other scenarios that, not every shop is about selling books, right?
Are you sure? I thought that was Amazon. No, and of course, this is what you want to use it for. This is just one example. You could state that, okay, together with this yellow T-shirt, you want yellow trousers or a shirt or whatever, and then you could bundle it together in that sense. So one way is to bundle it by type, and another is color. It's really just up to you what you want to use it for. It just gives you that fine-grained configurable possibility to know exactly what you get, instead of having an item with multiple variants.
And of course, this kind of builds the foundation for product configurators. Let's say you're configuring furniture. Let's say a bed has got a particular width, and there's then the mattress and the headrest kind of have to match, so that you can set the actual relations of either what's included in a bundle or upsell options that are specific to that variant you have chosen. Which means that you can group all the mattresses, for example, in a product with all the variants with the different sizes, and just set up the proper relations, and basically allow for quite advanced product configurators.
Exactly.
Which
so, I think what you're leading into is next talk. We're going to talk about product configurators with the options and how many selections you have maybe for one option.
I think you're right. So let's do it. I'm not sure if you want to commit to already next week that we do a series on product configurators, a couple of examples of how we can model different types of products. We have some ideas. Happy also to get any suggestions for what type of product you want to see configured. If not, we will do guitars, custom shop guitars. We'll see. But anyhow, this is the last one in the content modeling series, where we end with the bundles, and we'll start another one with product configurators, and we'll take a couple of scenarios, and that's the next one.
Yeah, I thought this was going to be longer because bundles are supposed to be hard.
Well, if you got the proper tooling, anything is simple, right?
Yeah. All right. I think we leave it on that note. Quick and short and sweet. Until next time.
Have a good one.